The Culture and Historic Preservation major here at Salve is really unique. There's only another handful of other schools that really have it, and it's in a perfect spot. History is so important in Newport that it's the perfect place to study the preservation of history and the preservation of objects and buildings and landmarks. And we have the connections with the Preservation Society and the Historic Society of Newport, and so really having that major at Salve is perfect.
The number one thing that has been a blessing to me from Salve is the course sizes. Even my senior year, I had classes of 7 to 10 because of how specific you can get in your majors. For me, being in a small class helped me centralize my learning, centralize my focuses, and I think realize not only my own potential, but exactly what I wanted to do and where.
I always kind of tell students, if you are interested in people, the CHP major is a great place for you. Because our students are inquisitive, and one of the exciting things for me working in archaeology is anything you're interested in that touches the lives of people, you can study through the lens of cultural and historic preservation. It means that our students are incredibly diverse, they have a huge range of interests, but the key is they're excited to learn about the past.
My background is both in the, not just in academia, but also in the real world of historic preservation. So I know that I give the students that practical experience, because there's book learning and there's practical learning, and I think the practical learning in a way gives you an advantage over just reading about it, but doing it is much more important, and that's what our focus is, both for architectural history and archaeology. And of course we know that there are jobs in historic preservation. It's not just spending 4 years in college. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a few things that set our CHP program apart from others across the country. One is the time range. You're going to study everything from the earliest people in North America all the way up to modern architecture. You really get this depth of human history here that you can't get a lot of other places. Also, the diversity of sort of skill sets that you're going to learn here. Our students work with the latest technology in archaeology and historic architecture. So you'll know how to use everything from ground penetrating radar to total data stations to geographic information systems. This skill set makes students more competitive. And I know when students leave here, I can recommend them to some of the best cultural resource management firms in the nation with confidence, because our students are very well trained.
My 4 years here have really turned me from the type of person who was so unsure to the type of person who now has 2 degrees and 2 post-grad jobs that I would never have been able to get without Salve and without Salve professors. The connections and the networking that I have gotten from Salve are connections I couldn't even fathom that I would have, and I don't think I would have anywhere else.
Coming to Salve has given me so many different opportunities, whether it be working on an archaeological dig or get an internship at a preservation society or present at a national conference. Salve is really very personal. They want you to succeed, and they are going to do everything they can to make sure that you do. The past 3 years have been an amazing experience, and I'm sad. I wish I could just keep going with it to stay here for a little while longer.